Hi guys, so today I will be creating two St. Patrick's Day looks using the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette and featuring Kat Von D's Shade and Light eyeshadow palette. Let's just get started. So the first thing I'm doing is just taking some of my concealer and applying it all over my eyes and just using my fingers to blend it in. Next, taking this bone color, I'm just setting the concealer. Now going in with a medium brown tone, I'm going to apply this into my crease, and I'm using a back and forth motion to blend this shade in. Since my eyes are kind of hooded, I'm applying it slightly above where my natural crease is. And I'm just looking straight just to make sure that it's visible. Then going back in with the previous brush, I'm just blending out the edges. Now taking this darker brown color, I'm applying it mostly towards the outer corner and blending it in. This just helps to create more dimension to the eye. I just really want to make sure this color is nice and blended, and I'm bringing it towards the inner corner of my eye just to create more depth. Now using the same concealer as before, I'm just pressing this onto my lid to create more of like a cut crease look. And again, blending out the edges. If you notice when I'm blending, I'm not holding my brush super close. I'm holding it about midway in. This will just help me apply light pressure so I'm not wiping off all of my eyeshadow. Now I'm going in with this deep maroon color, and when picking up the shadow, I'm just using a very light pressure and just applying this mostly on the outer corner, again just to deepen up the shading here. For the lid color, I'm taking this green and just dampening my brush with some setting spray. I'm just going to pat this on top of the concealer that I've applied on my lid. I'm using more of a pressing and patting motion so that the color adheres onto the lid, and this also helps to prevent fallout. Now going in with a dark black color, I'm using a dense shader brush, applying it towards the outer corner, and then going in with my blending brush to blend it out. I'm just going to repeat these steps until I have the desired intensity and saturation. You always want to make sure you blend after every step. So to line my eyes, I'm using Sephora Collections eyeliner. Jamie got me hooked on this eyeliner. It's my favorite. It's so smooth. It's not waterproof, so you just have to be careful when your eyes get watery. Now I'm just taking some of my foundation primer with a Q-tip and just cleaning up underneath my eyes just to wipe off all the eyeshadow fallout. The primer I'm using is by Estee Edit. It's called the Beam Team. It just gives a very natural glow to the skin. Just going to apply it all over my face, and going in with my concealer, I like to dab a little bit, and using the Real Technique sponge just kind of blend it out. And then I'm gonna use the same concealer to clean up underneath my eyeliner. This just gives a very nice crisp edge to the liner and the eyeshadow. Now for foundation, I've been loving this Milk Makeup Blur foundation. It's like a natural matte finish and more of a fuller coverage. What I like to do is just apply a little bit and pat it onto the skin just to kind of purposely apply the foundation to where I want more coverage, and then everywhere else I like to kind of buff it in. And I'm just going back in with a sponge to blend out the foundation and to remove excess product. For setting powder, I'm using Kat Von D's setting powder, and I like to mainly apply it underneath my eyes, a little bit around my nose, and then whatever's left I buff it into my skin wherever I get oily. And then to finish up the eyes, I'm just going in with that same green eyeshadow, blending it underneath my eyes and going in a little bit of that black shadow just to kind of tone down the green. As for the inner corners, I'm just using this shimmery beige color and just again pressing it in to the inner corner of my eye. For bronzer, this is my favorite one by Stila. It's like a matte bronzer. I like to use an angled brush and apply this mostly onto my cheekbones. I just like to do this because it gives more shape and definition to my face. I'm not really contouring with this, and also because like I have a very square face, so this just kind of slims down the face a little bit. And this is my favorite blush at the moment, this Milani blush. It's like a peachy shimmery blush color. I know Jamie also uses this blush. It's so pretty. It's a very natural glow. I like to apply this mainly in the center of the face, again just to kind of slim down my face. To contour my nose, I'm using a cool tone taupey color. I like to apply this on the side of my nose, and Jeffree Star taught me to bring this up a little bit higher towards the eyes, just to again make that nose bridge look higher. To highlight, I'm using this pink highlight from ColourPop. I'm just gonna apply this on my cheekbones. I'm gonna try to attempt a rainbow highlight, so I'm gonna use pink, that same beige color, just slightly below the pink. So pretty. And then the green, just using a tiny bit of that. If these colors were not as pigmented, the highlight I think would have looked a lot smoother. Now for the lips, I'm just using a nudie, kind of like a terracotta, a nude terracotta color. This is Kat Von D's Lolita 2. It's a matte liquid lipstick. I love how long wearing liquid lipsticks are, but they can be drying. So before applying this, I did have some lip balm on. So that is the completed look. So this look is, the eyes are very bold, the lips are kind of nude, but it's a really fun look if you want to play with green eyeshadows. Now on to look number 2. Look number 2, it's more nude on the eyes with a pop of color, nude on the lips as well. So to start this off, I'm using more of a peachy toned eyeshadow primer. This one's by Laura Mercier. I'm just going to do the same step where I blend it out with my fingers. And then taking this highlighter pencil by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm applying this on my brow bone. And using my fingers, I'm just going to blend it downward. Next, taking the bone color from before, I'm just going to set that highlighter pencil. And then I'm going in with a peach toned color, and I'm gonna apply this into my crease and slightly above it. This will just set the undertone for when I do a contour in my crease. So going in with that peach color and a little bit of this terracotta color, I'm going to apply this into my crease, and the previous peach shade will just help these two colors blend in a lot easier. I'm going to do the same steps as the first look, where I just gradually add more color and deepen up the crease to give more definition. So for my eyelid, I'm actually using this black eyeliner pencil by Urban Decay, applying it on the lid and then just blending it out, and then taking this kind of brick color with, it's got like gold flecks in it, it's really pretty. I'm just going to apply that on top of the liner because I want this to be a lot darker and I want it to be different than the first look. So I'm just gonna pat it on and then of course blend out the edges. You don't want any harsh edges. Then taking this bronze color, I'm going to apply this mainly on my lid and slightly above it. Again, because my eyes are hooded, I have to bring shadows up higher than it normally would. And then just to deepen the inner and outer corners, I'm just taking this kind of like mauve-y eggplant color and applying it very lightly. Next for liner, I'm using this Clinique Pretty Easy liquid liner. This one is waterproof. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up under my eyes and then finish up the rest of my face. I did apply lashes on, so just so you guys know. Now I'm just going in with the same eyeliner, blending it out underneath my eyes. So this it's gonna be a little bit darker than the previous look. And then going in with that green eyeshadow, I'm just mixing some blue into it so that it doesn't look so like green. It just gives it a little bit more dimension, in my opinion. And then taking this shimmery like yellow color, this is from Sephora collection. It's so old, I don't even know what the color is called anymore. I'm just gonna pop this into my inner corner. Using that same yellow color, I'm going to highlight my cheeks, and then going in with the pink highlight underneath it. So same techniques as before. Going with this purple, just gonna apply that slightly below the pink and just try to blend the colors together. For my lips, I'm going in with a nude lip liner. Since the eyes are pretty bold, I didn't want the lips to be too bold either, so I'm just gonna apply this liner on and slightly blend it in, and then topping it off with a sheer nude lip gloss. The liner just kind of gives the lip gloss dimension, so it also helps the lip gloss have something to adhere to so that it doesn't bleed. And that is the complete look. So this is more of like a halo eye, bronzy halo eye with a pop of green. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.